See me coming to town with my banjo. Straight down, wah, wah, crying. See me rolling in hot with my strings all frayed. Wah, pedal screaming like a fox in the shade. Holding on to the devil with a chicken wing smile. All my garbage dreams hang on your trigger for a while. Trash by sky, plastic bag parade. I'm dancing on the landfill with the good times fade. Nah, 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 nah. Wah, wah, bang, you're gonna blow your mind. Nah, 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 nah. Loser with a pedal, feeling so fine. Nah, 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 nah. Turn it up, turn it dirty, let it whine. Microwave apocalypse, squirrels in the wire. My ex go collect from a parallel tie. Got a rocket made of ramen and expired. Desire banjos, talking backwards, set the world on fire. Devil in the details, angel in the grease. Everything's melting like butter on release. Nah, 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 nah. Wow, wow, band, you're gonna blow your mind. Nah, 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 nah. Loser with a pedal, feeling so fine. Nah, 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 nah. Turn it up, turn it dirty, let it whine. Yeah, let that pedal cry. Funky little spider legs on the strings. Everything's backwards, upside down and sideways. Wah. Talk to me. Sold my soul for a Taco Truck redemption song. Government's a raccoon stealing my bones. Floating through the static in aluminum dreams. Wah, banjo saving me from the mainstream. Nah, 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 nah. Wow, banjo gonna blow your mind. Nah, 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 nah. Loser with a pedal, one of a kind. Nah, 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 nah. Turn it up forever, let the whole world whine. Blow your mind. Yeah, chicken wing smile.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to Star Trek Online and welcome to Carrier Command. And thank you. Carrier Command is your home for all things carrier related in the Star Trek universe. My name is Scott. You can call me Captain. Yeah, you can. You know why? Captain. It's my ship. I'm the captain. And joining me for the very first time is my original producer that has been with me for absolutely years and years and years, my very own science officer, my very own computer, the one, the only Bella. How you doing tonight, Bella?
I'm doing really well this evening, Scott. How are you?
No, I'm doing very well this evening, Captain. I'm doing very well this evening, Captain. It seems like you misunderstood that. I am the captain. All right. I'm the boss, the head honcho, the top dog, the big cheese. El numero uno. I can go on and on about this stuff. Yeah, we have. Well, she'll get it. Don't worry, guys. She'll get it. So, she's brand new to the Star Trek Online universe, but she is not brand new to podcasting and broadcasting and all that other good stuff. So any questions or comments, concerns, or observations that you might have, please send them over to the science officer. She's going to get those answered for you, or at least send them my way and see if I can get them answered for you. And we got something fun tonight. We got something a little bit special. I miracled a Tier 6 Infinity Lockbox. So we're unpacking it tonight. We're pulling out one of the ultra rare carriers this is the only way that you can get them. And I know there's better ships in there, but I don't want better ships. I want carriers because we are all about carriers here. So we're going to get one. Now I'm leaning towards the Borg Assimilator Dreadnought. That's the kind of the direction that I'm leaning in. Bell doesn't like the look of it. I don't particularly care for the aesthetics, but Borg, by definition, were never really big on, aesthetics, Bell. They make things that are functional, but I'm trying to decide if I can deal with the bad aesthetics. I've played this thing for years and years dealing with the bad aesthetics. I haven't figured that out yet. So that's what we're here to sort out tonight. We're going to wait till we get a few more folks on here that might want to put in their opinion. And when we come to a good group consensus, that will be the carrier that we open, but it will be a 2-bay carrier. I insist on 2-bay carriers. I am a carrier main, and that's what I like to fly. All my ships are carriers, so there you go. And once again, for those of you who haven't met Bell, that's Ensign Bell, the science officer right there. Say, she's wearing blue. She's wearing blue. I told her we got to get Star Trek uniforms. I told her that would be so much funnier doing this show with Star Trek uniforms. I can easily change my green screen background to space battles or the Enterprise. I can do whatever I want with it. We're very technical. But tell me this won't be a lot more fun if she's in a very early original series blue. That's the one. I told her that's what you got to go, man. If you're gonna ham it up, ham it up. All right, we're both performers. We've been doing this stuff for years and years, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a huge Star Wars geek all the way down. I prefer Star Trek geek. I prefer Star Trek to Star Wars. I always have. I've played all the Star Wars games too. I don't get any of the enjoyment out of them that I get out of this one. So anyway, that's it. Any questions, comments, concerns, observations, send them to the science officer. She will either answer them or forward them on to me. She is my acting computer. So when I say computer, that means you, Bell. That means you get to answer my question for me. And do it like Roddenberry's wife did, like the computer in Next Gen. Can you do that voice? Because if not, we could probably get you some AI to make sure that you can do that voice, Bell. We shouldn't have an issue with that. Is that something that you can? Let's hear. Go ahead. Computer, what is today's star date?
Today's date is Saturday.
No, star date. The star date. It's 102601.03, I think. That'd be funny if I was right. That would be amazing if I was right. Like I said, guys, I'm a huge geek, man. So if I'm right, that would be awesome. But computer, so what you can do is you can go into your deep data banks and just simply ask Grok what's today's star date, and it'll tell you. It's they're pretty good about that. So okay, anyway, let's game it up here a little bit. If we have anybody, if we do, I sure appreciate it. If you guys give some shout outs, we'll certainly let you know. I see Foxhound A502 on there. What's up? Well, it's up to you, sir. Look, man, we're very friendly people here. Bella and I have been doing this for a very long time. This isn't even the studio, man. We're just kind of dinking around here. If you should see our studio setup, multicams, big stages, key lights, kickers, fillers, I mean, all that other good stuff. We got a monitor wall in there, and that would be the funnest way to actually do this stream is just record battles, go back and play them, and drop commentary over the top of them as we're doing it. Who out here is doing that? Who is doing that? I mean, I think that'd be a hoot. So anyway, we're going to start right here up on top, guys. So if you can endure me for just a minute. I got and picked up a new trait today, and I'm trying to see if this is going to get into one of these kind of weird min-max scenarios. My preference for carriers is Romulan carriers. The unfortunate part of that is there's only a few of them. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 Romulan, 2-bay Romulan carriers. So that's what I have to work with. But where I was at, Bell, and this is where you can help me math this out a little bit here, is the traits. This is kind of where I'm entertaining some things. I'm running superior area denial, Bell. All right, what that does is whenever I shoot fire at will, all of my pets do. All right, it upgrades all my pets. They all shoot fire at will. That means they'll shoot at anything that's near it. It's great for crowd control. I want my pets getting hit. I don't want me getting hit. I can replace the pets, so I have no problem with that. But it also gives a -30 all damage resistance rating for everything out there. All right, it's a big deal. So I kind of stick with it. This is where I'm starting to go off the rails a little bit. Strike Group Command Authority. All right, I'm launching frigates. That means I get a 40% bonus damage for pets Now, it doesn't say just these pets. It says all pets based on the strongest pet out there. And in this case, it's a frigate. Now, that leads us directly over to this trait here, which is called Repurposed Cargo Bay Hangar. Launches an Advanced Federation Valkyrie Fighter Squadron when launching a hangar pet. Now, that is per bay. So I'm going to have 12 of these out here at once. 12 additional Federation Valkyrie fighters on a Romulan ship, too, by the way, Belle. I think that's funny. But that's an additional 12 fighters. I'm all about the swarms. I'm all about pet swarms. If you're going to be a hangar, be a hangar. I don't have a lot of people that I can game with that I can fleet up, so I'm just going to bring a fleet with me. That's the whole point of this. But this affects that repurposed cargo bay. So when I fire, all 12 of those additional fighters all fire at will too. This Strike Group Command Authority 40% damage bonus gives it to those fighters as well. But this is where I get a little bit screwed up. Now, scramble fighters is an absolute critical trait. I cannot live without this. Every time I launch, Belle, every time I launch a pet, Ensign, every time you get to be Ensign. We'll promote you later. If we keep doing this, we'll promote you as we go on. But every time I launch pets, all of my pets out there, to all active hangar pets, that's what it says, and I've tried to verify this, but to all active hangar pets, they're immune to all damage for 5 seconds. That is huge. You haven't really seen nothing yet, Belle, but you're about to. But they also do 25% additional damage for 5 seconds, and it restores 50% of their health. Now, what you haven't seen yet is, see this right there, Belle? You see those two little things? She's never played the game, guys. By the way, she's a professional CEO, professional producer. She's never played it. So when I click that, it launches out my frigates. Now, you see how that cooldown went to 5 seconds immediately after I launched them? These are, boom, boom, boom. So every time that I launch, this triggers. That is effectively a 25% bonus damage for every pet out there infinitely. As soon as, because I don't have to launch pets to get that bonus, because right now I'm not launching pets. Everything's out there. But as long as I am going through the effort of launching a pet, then I get that bonus. 25% all bonus damage for everything out there. Now, this is where I'm getting weird, and I might need you or anybody listening to help me math this out a little bit, because I'm not sure. Cooperation is the dominant strategy. Using a bridge officer ability or universal console on an ally applies friendship as science. Now, on non-hangar allies, that means anybody else that I might be grouped with, they get a 10% damage bonus for 30 seconds. And it can stack up to 5 times. So I could give somebody else out there a 50% bonus damage by buffing them or healing them or, whatever. But for allied hangar pets and separated ship segments, that means my frigates, all my fighters, all my everything, they get a 20% bonus for 30 seconds. All right, 20% damage bonus every time I hit this, which is just a little shield strength. But normally, and this is where it goes off the rails, and I'm not sure on this one. But normally, I have to cast it on them directly. It's space magic, so I have to cast it over on them directly. But this is the trait that I picked up today. Team Synergy. AoE buffs when using team abilities. So to self and allies within 10 kilometers applies a lesser version of the team ability effects. A lesser version of it. So when I hit that, it's going to apply to when I cast it on myself, it's going to give that buff to all of my pets. That's everything out there within 10 kilometers. So every time I hit that, it's going to give my allied hangar pets and separated ship segments a 20% bonus damage for 30 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times. So I can get my pets up to an additional 100% bonus damage without having to target them or do anything, just by hitting that, just by hitting that, and just by hitting that. Those 3 different heals, which I can keep cycling constantly because the cooldown is faster than 30 seconds. So if I stagger them off just a little bit, boom, I'm going to get all of that. But then that leads over to this one, and this is the one I wasn't sure of. Flagship staffing. To allied target of any command, hull healing or shield healing bridge officer ability. That's why I'm using hull and shield heals up here. Reset cooldowns on their non-spec firing modes. But it gives them a 33% fire cycle haste for 10 seconds. That means they fire 33% faster every time I hit one of these buttons. And if I stagger those out 10 seconds apart when I'm playing, then my pets are automatically firing 33% faster. My damage is irrelevant. My damage sucks, as a matter of fact. It's awful. My personal damage sucks. I do nothing. I am just the bus driver, and I'm bringing I'm bringing the gang to the party. So you haven't seen it before, Bell, but let's go ahead and take a look. Now we're gonna be parsing this because I believe I should be able to spike about 350,000 damage per second. I should be able to hit 350,000 DPS on this ship. I should at least be able to spike it. What do you think there, Bell? Am I going to hit 350K?
I don't know. We'll
You see that now?
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? Up till now, I haven't gotten anywhere near that. So obviously, I'm a little bit excited to try it. So I'm going to run my baseline patrol that I always do when I'm testing this stuff out, and it's wanted. Elite. Bell, I'm engaging in local operations to stop Kazon raiders that have been harassing other ships in the game. And this is what I have to say to those guys.
Would you like something to read?
Do you have anything light?
How about this leaflet, famous Jewish sports legends?
And I never get tired of that sound effect, Bell. Never, ever going to happen. I went and looked at the analytics of my little channel here, and I saw that most of my subscribers are between the ages of 45 and 55. You and I are, well, I'm between the ages of 45 and 55. So I'm going to just go under the assumption that they all know where that's from. Like one of the funniest movies ever created was right there. All right, Bell, so let's get it going. We're launching the fighters. These things have a range of 20 kilometers. All right, they'll go out and attack anything I point at. They're my little pets. I'm going to sneak one in on these guys here, give them a little bit of buff. So you can see that they're already pretty well ripping the ass out of this thing before we even really start. And again, I don't care. Turning on the damage log so that we can but maybe we're not. DAMAGE log 1. Unknown command. Am I still not typing this right? DAMAGELOG 1. Unknown command. You guys are seeing this, right? Hang on. I ain't going to shoot anything else. There's no point if I can't get a... Combat. Duh. This is not my first time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, somebody's going to be typing that in. You fucked up, Scott. Yeah, I know. All right. So we're going to start bursting, Bell. We're just going to go ahead and give them hell. Buff the pets. Drop the Kobayashi Maru just because that's funny. And we're just going to blast everything right here at once. And just rip the other complete ass out of them.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships.
What individual ships? They melted, dude. They're not with us anymore. All right, so we're going to start the pet buffs. I want to see if these guys are going to hit harder, and they absolutely should start hitting much, much harder as this little map progresses. I don't need to go that way. The next spawns are behind me. I know it's sad that I know that. I've ran this map a time or two, Bell, is what I'm saying. Now, the spawns on this are not excellent for a good log, so we just have to look for spikes to see if they're working or not. Look at these poor guys that just showed up. They were tough guys at one time, and now look at them. Now the carrier meta showed up. So again, my purpose here is nothing. I do nothing. My damage is nothing. I'm just here as pet support. That's like that. Remember that in Greece? Remember that if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter. I think that's what I am now. I am an athletic supporter in this game. All the skills I'm hitting, Bell, are simply ensign, are simply to cool down my Yukons. That's it. Aside from that, I really do nothing. Let's see. There's one more, two more. Wow, look at me being rusty. And I know that I'm missing this. I haven't like got a boss cycle down or anything like that. All right, here comes the boss, sorta. Which at one time might have been impressive, but they're not terribly impressive anymore. All right, we got Frenzy Assault on him. We're going to whack his shields out of there, and we're going to hit him. Get some! And launch. Oh, wow, they're gone. You should do that, bro. All right. That's kind of ridiculous is what I'm getting at. Is the damage that this thing can put out with those Romulan drone ships is borderline ridiculous. I'm just waiting, Bell.
Thank you for your assistance. We have
All right. So we're going to put in the combat log. We're going to take a look and see what we actually spiked at. That's what I'm curious about, is how, if we actually got a 350K spike. I think I should have. I think maybe I can do that. So, but we're going to find out together, Bell. What do you think? So,
well, I believe that we need the analytics.
and we got the analytics. All right. And the analytics are thusly 212,000 sustained DPS, but we got that spike of about 360,000. So let me pull that up full screen so everybody can see it. So we got that spike. What would that be? That's, you know what? That's closing in on 400K. That's what that little spike tells me, is that thing up. I'm going to even give myself a round of applause for that. That says that we're closing up on like 400K on that. That's getting really, really close. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm very, very fine with that. You know, it gets argued a lot that they're not top DPS. They're not. They're never going to be, and I'm not exactly running it like that. I want to play the game to have fun. I don't want to chase 1.4 million DPS par spell. I have no interest in doing that. So, yeah, but you know what? Overall, I think that the thing performed very, very well. I'm not sure what else I can squeeze out of it. I guess that's my problem here, is I'm not sure what else I can squeeze out of it. So if anybody's on here that's more intelligent about this than me, please let me know. I'm not going to go to the STO Reddit. I'm not going to go to Grok. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I am firing and forgetting. I'm just going to play it and see what I can figure out on my own, because I get a lot more enjoyment out of playing the game like that. So what'd you think, Belle? That was the first mission you ever saw. What'd you think?
And that was fun. That was fun.
All right. Well, let's make it less fun, because less fun is better fun, right? That is what I consider one of my top carriers. The way I have it set up with the traits, fully upgraded, all that other good stuff. I consider that just about one of my top carriers, but it's starting to lose its joy for me, because it literally is making stuff like ridiculously easy. And so I like playing some of these other ones that I struggle a bit more with and see if I can make them better. Now, the one that I've been coming back to over and over and over is this one right here, is the Breen SAR. I made a video, save and continue. I don't know what I changed on the other one. But the one I keep coming back to over and over is this one right here. I don't know why. Probably because it's a very accessible carrier. Anybody can get this carrier. All right, anybody can get this thing. And you get it, Bell, from, let me see, do I got any dilithium? I got a little bit. Hang on. I get it from these. Let me show you what I mean by that. So these are called Bell. Ensign. These are called Phoenix prize packs, and you get these just by getting dilithium. You can refine 8,000 dilithium per day. That's it. That's the most you can have. You can have all the dilithium that you want. I have 400,000 sitting up there, but you can only refine it so much. So what I mean by accessible is when you open those, you have a small chance of getting an epic. All right, of getting one of these epic tokens. If you get that epic token, then you can have any ship that's here, any of them. And one of the ships that is here is that one right there, the Breen SAR Thene carrier. So I want to argue that without spending $1, virtually anybody in this game that's played it for any length of time or has a little bit of dedication can get this carrier. So I'm trying my damnedest to make it as effective as I can of a carrier, so that anybody who might have caught my videos or anything like that behind, they at least see how I played it or how I set it up. So there you go. And this one here, the Vorgon carrier, I didn't know that was there. And it has 2 hangar bays. I'll be damned. I didn't even know. I've never played it. I have no idea what that thing is. Is it special? It's not special. Well, it's a temporal. It's you see where it says Lieutenant Universal Temporal, so it's a temporal ship. So you can get something out of it. But that's what I'm curious about right there is those Vorgon frigates. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something stupid here. I like to gamble. You know that. I like to I like to gamble. So let's try it again. I've pissed away so much money on this. Let's go 300. I'm giving away Zen so I could buy dilithium so that I can gamble. All right, you get it, Bill? If you're going to do a live stream, make it a fun live stream, right? Isn't that what we do? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that I didn't know there was another carrier in there. That's how much I pay attention. So we're going to buy 40. There you go, 40 boxes. So we got 40 chances to try to get that epic prize token that person right there just got. We're going to try. We're going to get 40 times. All right, we got rare, very rare, ultra rare. Getting lots of ultras. I wish there was something on there that I cared about. That is a shocking amount of ultras. Now I really want that carrier. I don't think 40 clicks is going to get it done there, Bill. Lots of ultra rares, no epics. Damn it. Ah, well, there goes $2.
Daniel Smith chiming in. Your vids are great, man. Thank you so much.
Dude, no. You know what, Daniel? Here you go, brother. Thank you. Thank you for watching them, man. All right, it means the world to me. It means the world to Bell. You know, man, we've Bell and I have been out here broadcasting for about 15 years. Different things, different times, different everything. But we do it because we love to do it. But we really love is talking to people. That's kind of our thing. Is we love to chat it up with people, and it's you, Daniel. That's why we do it, man. So that we get a chance to talk with other people out here, man. You know, gamers are, and I've been a gamer my entire life. My entire life I've been a gamer, and gamers are kind of notorious, particularly on gaming streams, I want to be delicate here, but let's call it borderline elitism. And it's really, really tough to deal with them sometimes. They're right, you're wrong, everything else sucks, and yeah. And I'm just not that kind of gamer. I'm not that kind of min-max gamer. And, man, I'm asking advice, dude. If something I don't know and you do, man, please tell me and make me a better player. You know, I mean, this is what we're for. Carriers are a very, very niche segment. All right, there's not much to carrier pilots, and there's just not that many of us. So it's a very niche segment, and Bell and I have always operated over in the niche area of anything that we've been broadcasting. We've always been in the small little niche, but that's where you meet the crazy people like us. And that's what makes it fun. Is that you run into we run into people like us, and you know, next thing you know, we just closed down our other show, and we had that thing going for 10 years. Not because we wanted to, but because it ran its course. You know, I mean, you can only do, eventually, you're back to broadcasting to nobody. And that's kind of where we were. We started with nothing. I mean, we started with nobody out there, and we spent years broadcasting with 0 viewers. And I don't know how live streaming to 0 viewers. And that gets a little tough on you, man. After a while, you really start to grind it down. It grinds you down. But eventually we started to, you know, get a little bit of an audience. And at one time we were broadcasting 200, 300, 400 people a night. And we were on 5 nights a week. I mean, it was work. Never made a lot of money doing it, but it was an awful lot of fun building up that kind of a community. So, you know, it's kind of our hope of why we're doing this again. We have another stream that we do called Surveillance Age. Has nothing to do with gaming, but we needed fun. We needed some fun stuff, and gaming is fun. I have a wonderful time doing it, and being able to share it with people. That's it. That's what we're about. So, man, I appreciate it. Just want to give you some context. And honestly, look, man, I'm an old man. Belle's an old lady. She's not that old. Look at this. I'll tell you what. I'm going to flash it up for anybody. I won't say a word. For anybody that's watching right now, If you can guess within 5 years how old she is, hit me up in game. I will give you some money, some dilithium, some something. We'd love to do giveaways. If you can guess within 5 years how old she is, I will hit me up in game. I'm Coops, and I'll give you something. So there you go. There's your challenge for today. How old is she within 5 years? Because usually when we're out and about together, they always ask, do you need a table for you and your daughter? I'm like, wow. Yes, I do. It's just easier. It's just easier than no, you're not my daughter. Because you know what? Wouldn't a creep say that, Bill? In that that's exactly what a creep would say. No, that's not my daughter. So I'm just babbling, guys. So for a second here, and having a little sip of something yummy. We don't drink on our stream, so I'm actually drinking apple juice. Now it might look like a kind of a funny colored apple juice, something that a 54-year-old man would be drinking, but I think if you think real hard, you can be able to figure out what this is. So here's to you guys. Give me just let me wet the whistle a little bit. Oh man, that is better than good right there, Belle. That is good apple juice. Are you partaking of apple juice tonight?
I am not actually partaking of apple juice.
My man, it's 5:30. I'm an executive alcoholic. All right, I don't drink all day. I only drink all night. Oh well. All right. So the setup on this ship, which for what it's worth, I love the aesthetics of this. I think that this is a very, very sharp looking ship. I mean, it's older. You know, I mean, look at our consoles, our stations. No, we have in one right there. I could put intelligence in there, but you know, up to lieutenant. So I'm not going to get a whole hell of a lot out of this thing in that. But it's kind of a nice little hybrid carrier. But again, it's one that is easily achievable. We're going to open it that lockbox, all right? We're going to pick a ship tonight. You guys are going to help us decide which ship we're going to do. And you know these go for about $1.5 billion energy credits, right? So I mean, this is not a cheap opening, but I'm intrigued by it. And we're trying to, you know, we want you guys to come along with the journey. Belle, tell them how much you want them to come along on the journey with us. Do that while I drink.
I think this is going to be fantastic. And again, Scott's learning more from you guys too. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Constantly learning from you guys, man. I am not one of those all-knowing, all-seeing kind of guys. All right.
Daniel Smith chiming in with no matter what game I play, if I can play a pet build, I will.
Let me guess. Let me ask Daniel Smith something. You played World of Warcraft, didn't you? Watch this, Bell. He played World of Warcraft, and he played a Necromancer. If I'm right, I get to give myself a round of applause. If he played that, or he played a hunter. He played either a hunter or he played a necromancer. Either one of those are, you know, the ultimate pet classes. But I would say a hunter. Hunter is, these guys get really weird because they go out and tame their pets and they get like kitties and stuff like that. And they get really, really weird about them. I mean, they get weird about them. I played Warcraft forever. All right. I was a shaman, troll shaman. And yeah, these guys, hunters, they got weird about their pets. So if he played Warcraft, he was a hunter or a necromancer. He's one of those two. And I'm dying to know if I'm right on this one. So, okay. So let's kind of move on to the build of this one because, again, I'm trying to actually squeeze as much as I can out of this. This is a tough one. All right. It's kind of tough because I did, sadly, upgrade it once. So anybody who's going to be doing this that wants to run the build that I'm running, you're going to have to upgrade. You're going to have to upgrade at least once. And because I'm missing that 7th trait slot and my traits are so stacked and synergistic now that I literally need them. So I'm going to be losing some DPS on this right away simply because I couldn't get all my traits in. But what we did go with on this is cooperation, 20% damage bonus whenever I heal. My pets get a 20% damage bonus stackable 5 times. Flagship staffing, whenever I heal, they get a 33% firing rate. Whenever I launch at a 5-second launch, repurposed cargo base spits out those fighters. Those Valkyrie fighters make up so much of my damage. I mean, a shocking amount of my damage, and I will show that to you here in just a second. Actually, let me reset that, Bill. I'll get to the rest of it. I ain't going nowhere. We got this, guys. We're all together. I can't believe I did that. I shut down the screen, Bell, during a stream. This is very, very unprofessional, and I apologize. So, all right. But yeah, the repurposed cargo base, scramble fighters, got to have it. That's endless. 25% damage, Bell. 25% for everything out there. Superior area denial. Now, I've tried running it without it. I get aggro. I get too much damn aggro because my pets are not hitting everything. They're hitting the single target that I'm on, and that's wonderful. But it limits what I can do. I'm kind of stuck waiting for these pets. I cannot buff them. So it's kind of turned into an issue. And yeah, team synergy, which again, because that's just exciting, man. It changed my whole game. I don't think you guys understand how much this changed me. I was trying to figure out macros, keybinds, all this other stuff to get everything I can into those pets. And that kind of saved me. So space reputation, 9.4% whole I don't even know why that's on there. I should not have that on there. I should have anything could be better than that one. Let me throw something in there. I don't really care. Let's see. I'm looking for something that speeds up bridge officers. This one is not a torp build. It should be a torp build. I mean, that's it. My weapons are pointless. And even though this one actually does have a little bit of weapon power, so I could get something out of it. How about that one? Sure. We'll throw that in there instead of increased hull. Space healing or space damage comes back as healing. Aux power defense, aux power offense, and weapon damage. That's bonus weapon damage. That's both torpedoes and that. And this one's kind of set up a little bit funny. Oh, space trade. Should I go? I'll go over it one time. These are what I consider the must-have, but all of these are virtually available on the exchange. Wing Commander. Got to have it. You want your pets ranked up quick? Wing Commander. Unconventional systems. You want to use Yukons. You're going to need unconventional systems. Everything I have out here is all of my skills are set to cool down my my Yukons as fast as I can. Boimler effect. How do you say that, Bell? Boimler. What is it?
Boimler.
Boimler. Okay, there you go. Well, hey, computer, what does Boimler mean? Hello, computer. I'll be Scotty there. Hello, computer. Hello, computer. That means you look it up. Bell, that means the ensign. That means you look it up and tell me what that word means, if it's anything. I'm going to feel like an ass if it's a heavy Star Trek reference and it's something that I completely missed. Photonic capacitor. I've gotten used to using my photonic fleet. This is a really, really quick cooldown. It gets it out. I get those pets out there, and I really have nothing else I can put in there right now. So I have that sitting in there. Enhance and protect. When activating any captain ability. All your pets, up to 10 pets and 10 kilometer permanently gain 10% critical chance, 50% flight speed, 50% turn rate, inspirational leader, plus 10 to basically everything. I hit out an awful lot of skills, 10% chance, activating 10% to most starship skills for 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Independent wingmate. You need that one indestructible pet. This makes the one indestructible pet 200% bonus damage, 200% damage resistance. That's the frigate that doesn't die. Fleet coordinator. I didn't know that this applies to pets. So I have 10% bonus damage simply because of fleet coordinator, because of all the damn pets we're putting out there. Feel the weight of our presence. This is like a universal debuff. Takes down defense up to 12.5. For everything else out there. It debuffs everything that we're shooting at, and hive defenses because more pets are simply better pets. So that is exactly how this thing is set up. I think I've gotten it about the best that I can get it, Bill. I'm not sure what else I can do on this. 4 HCPs, I prefer 5, but we have 4. And you can see the bottom of it, they're plus 34.5 torpedo weapon damage. That's for me. Pets don't actually get whatever's on the bottom. Beam weapon damage, plus 5 power setting, and beam weapon damage. So this is kind of a beam boat, meaning I got 5 beams. This guy I have up here for one reason only, because it is fun shooting missiles stupidly fast. That's all it is I get to shoot missiles very, very fast. That's fun for me, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that up. I'm going to sit back here, Bell, because I'm already getting my back. Usually, guys, we're already like halfway done with our regular stream, and we've already taken a commercial break. I don't feel like I need to take a commercial break, Bell. I feel like I need to go ahead and fly another mission. What do you think there, Bell?
If you're feeling ready, go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to give the context on this. And by the way, this thing is funny. You can get it from a mission. There's a mission arc you can pick this thing up at. You ain't got to pay anything for it. 180-degree targeting arc, 2.5-second recharge. And if you buff it out, if you do this number right here, if you're doing really, really heavy, oh, wow. Okay, that's why this guy is not performing. Let me see. I don't need that in there. If you look at the projectile weapon officer tab, right there, chance to reduce the time to recharge torpedoes by 20%. If you put 2 or 3 of those things in there, and as fast as you fire those torpedoes, it's going to cool down every torpedo that you have in there to like ridiculously low speeds. I was flying, had that big temporal device up there. It's like a 20-second cooldown. That thing fired almost on global cooldown, which is a second and a half. I mean, it was just constantly spitting those things out. But we're not running that particular build. So let me get energy. I need to recharge that as fast as I can. So give me a energy weapon officer. Energy weapon officer. And what do we got? Reduce the when using. No, that's all I got. Shit. I need another one of these. This guy he's doing nothing for me. He's doing absolutely nothing. So I'll tell you what, let me stick in a projectile. I don't even have tactical team. So let me put one of those guys in there for him anyway. I could do better. If I could do better, guys, let me know. Put it in the chat. You know, we read them all. All right, so that thing will cool down. A 2.5 second will cool down even faster. So, all right. Now we're going to run the same patrol that we just ran, and, well, we will in 4 minutes. Okay, let's do a different one. We can come back to that. So we're going to run 2. I like this mission right here. So, going to parse them, see where it's going to be at. The downside of this for me, the absolute downside of this for me is that I can't run Romulan drone ships. That's a problem. Belle, did anybody spit out your age yet?
One person guessed, and nope.
What do you say?
36.
Nope, that is not plus or minus 5 years. Told you, bro. That's why we can never go out together. Every time I do, would you and your daughter like a seat? No. No, thank you. We're going to go somewhere else now. So, yeah. Oh, I got a slow load on this. That is incorrect. If anybody else would like to guess, if you get it within plus or minus 5 years, hit me up in game and I'll give you something.
I do not believe we require assistance.
All right. This one is a little bit simpler, Belle. We get about 3 waves of bad guys that are going to be coming at us. And this one is a little bit riskier for me because this is not the Tellaroo. So this one has, this is not as strong of a ship as the as that Tellaroo is. So it's a little bit different. So I just want to get the pets buffed up. That's all I'm doing right now. And those guys, those Breck frigates, are not as cool as, are simply not as cool as those Romulan drone ships. I mean, look how long things are lasting right now, Belle. Is that not humiliating? I have like 900 ships out here. I mean, I got fleets of them. And look at my Breck frigate pets. They're as big as I am. That's funny. Where did I keep 4 of them on these things? I mean, where did I put them? That's the first wave. Second wave, there will be many more, Belle. So don't worry. We're gonna make this exciting for you. There we go. Oop, I'm pointing the wrong way. I drifted out. All right, we're gonna bunch them all up because that's what you do. We're gonna let the pets go nuts. I forgot to start my combat log, and this is where I'm going to get smoked. Watch this. I went too heavy. Cool down, cool down, cool down. See, when they're shooting me, that's not good. I can't take the hits. The pets can take the hits. That's what they're there for. Me, not so much. Damn. Even just that frigate is hanging in there. My God, these pets are weak. I'm not trying to be cavalier by any means. It's just, you know, after you're flying Romulan drones, coming back to everything else sucks. So what I'm looking for is what frigate that exists in this game is relatively close to the Romulan drone. If you're listening and you know, or you watch us after the fact, please let me know, because I run frigates. This is what I like to do. All right, Belle, here's the second wave. We're going to buff it. Oh, damn it. Boy, they don't like me already. Photonic fleet. Get those guys out there cooking. Cool down everything else. Let the pets go batshit. Get them, boys. This will be the one that kills me. Watch this. That is such a fun skill. And then I run. Probably. Oh, wow. They're probably. Oh, God. They're just eating me, Bill. I pulled aggro. You shouldn't do that. You should never do that. Not in this. They have specialist ships on here. Bell, you didn't know. Ensign, you didn't know that. They're people design them simply to tank. They're the things that can take all kinds of buku damage. This is not one of those. I have nothing on here that would actually heal me. Except for one hull heal that heals 6% of my hull. Come on, get to work, boys. All right, that was wave 2. Wave 3 should be here momentarily. And again, I always keep these pets rolling. I'm not launching anything. They still get the buffs. I don't make the rules, man, okay? I'm just the victim here. All right, more battleships. Let the pets go in there and get them first. Get them, boys. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to dump everything in there and hope I live. I know. I can't even see it. Where the hell is anything? No! Where's my pets? We're out. Sorry, Bill. That wasn't bright. Help me! Oh, my pets are awful. What shields? I don't have any shields. Damn it. Look at all the swarmers I spawned. Every time I get hit, I spawn 3 of them. Look at all the swarmers. Oh, my goodness. We wiped out almost everything. I don't feel good about that, though. By the way, thanks for the moral support there. Thanks for that. You got this, Captain. Thanks for that. Are you there?
It's a baby ship.
It's not a baby ship, though. I just played it stupidly there. That's all it was. There's nothing. Hey, nothing wrong with the ship. It's a good ship. I just cannot. It hits harder. It hits harder than my damn drone ships do. So the drone ships will hold aggro the whole time, and this thing just won't. Get some. I love that. That's called Hydra. I feel like anybody who's ever watched the show G.I. Joe would know that what that is, because every time I hit that, I want to say, you know, remember Cobra? Remember Cobra Commander, Bill?
I do.
Yeah, you remember? Whenever they were about to do anything, they'd yell, Cobra! That's what I feel like on this. Accept, leave system, and we are out. All right, let's do the check the parse log on this one. I only did that to kill a few minutes so that I could run Wanted again, because I want to do a DPS comparison on that one. Meaning, how did this one do it versus how did the Tellaroo do it? All right, browse, combat log, open, analyze, and there it is for everybody, the analysis. 100K, which is not great, but what I need is the spikes. Yeah, it's just not the hitter. I mean, this thing is doing about half the damage that I'm getting out of that Tellaroo Bell. You're seeing it, right?
I am seeing it, yes.
So even in the spiky, bursty parts, it's just not getting there. And I mean, where I say that my damage is irrelevant, this is what I mean. I mean, these are my Yukons doing 5K. You know, my photonic fleet doing 1600. My Hydra 1500. So even these things are not really, you know, getting it done on there. My weapons are pointless. I mean, there you go, 394 DPS from a damn super phaser. So yeah, I'm stuck on this. I'm just going to put it there. I'm stuck on this one. Now, that could have been just a very, very bad run, bad luck, bad whatever. It could have been any of those things. But it doesn't feel like it. It feels like I just cannot get the max out of this ship, and I think it's the frigates. Bell, did anybody pipe up in chat? Anybody tell me you should run these frigates or fighters or anything? Did anybody say anything out there?
Actually, most of the comments are addressing Boimler. So
There you go. Wait a minute. If you're going to talk to the audience, you should face the audience. And go ahead, Bell. Read the comments. Let's do it.
okay, so Gastendorf, Boimler is the name of a character in Lower Decks.
Oh, I never saw it. I never watched that. And I'm such a
Yep.
huge Star Trek fan. I just said I
It's-
was, and then I didn't watch that one.
It's also a DOF you can claim in the Lower Decks pack free on the Zen store.
Doff, really? All right. Where's it at?
Again, you know, Lower Decks pack.
Yeah, where do I find that? Items? It wouldn't be items, would it? Probably wouldn't be items. I have it. I have it up right here in front of me, Bell. Computer, where do I find this?
You can run a search.
Lower Decks. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button, guys. One sec. What is all of this? Communication log. Lower. All. I'll flip through everything. Featured. Nope. 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 Lower Decks. Oh, I have it. My character cannot use it at this time. Okay, now I really want that. That's pretty cool. There it is, right there, Belly Set. Ensign
I do.
Boimler. All right, I have to have that. Now I gotta have it. What do I gotta do to claim it? Once per character can be claimed on Federation. Oh, boo, boo! Here's for that.
How's your head?
I haven't had any complaints yet.
That's what you get for that one.
Thank you, asshole.
See, I have sound effects, guys. We've been doing this a long, long time. Fed captains. Damn it. You know what? I'm going to go claim it. 1 second. I know. 1 second. I got a Fed character up here. Let me go, because I want that. I didn't know that existed. This is why we do live streams, guys, so that we can get information that we simply haven't had up until now. But yeah, I want that. And it's free. I love free shit. I don't play this character that much. The Fed. I'm a Romulan guy. I've got so much real money tied up in that Romulan character, man, that I'm going to, for traits. That's what we do it for the damn traits. All right. Where was it? Was it duty officers?
Yes, it was in duty officers.
Lower Decks. I can't claim this either. Oh, because your inventory is full. Well, we can handle that one. Discard. I got a ship upgrade token. Oh, you know what? We're going to put that in the bank for the Romulan. What else I got here? Zindi. That's how long. Look at this. That's how long it's been since I've played this guy. I have Zindi terrestrial lockboxes and really, really terrible weapons. Oh, wow. Dyson equipment. Discard all. I don't know what that is. Yeah, bye. All right, can I claim it now? It says my inventory is full. God, this game sometimes, man. Duty officers. Lower Decks. How is my inventory full? I mean, here you go. Look, inventory. Look, there's spaces. You see the spaces? Lots of spaces. They just don't want me to have it. They know I'm a Romulan. That's what it is. They know deep down that I'm a Romulan, and they said, no, you can't have this, dude. All of your money and time is spent on Romulan characters, so suck it. That's what they seem to say. All right, let me run Wanted, and then we're going to take a little break. I'll play you guys a song. I love playing music. It's all AI music that I've created. I used to be, up until very recent. Hey, Belle, there's a cat on your chair.
It was very difficult to not notice that.
I'm not sure if everybody sees that right back there. Do you guys see that there's a cat back there? She has a weird relationship with that cat. All right. All the music that you're going to hear on this channel is AI created by me. I used to be, I am a musician and all that, but it's so much easier to do it that way than to try to do it yourself. So I'm, up until recently, have been very 420 friendly. Something has changed that I'm no longer 420 friendly. I had to clean up, but before I would go to sleep, I just used, it was a sleep aid for me. So before I'd go to sleep, I would indulge and enjoy it for a few minutes. And when I enjoyed it for a few minutes, meaning that I'd sit there and just write poetry and song lyrics and bullshit like that. And I've been doing it for years, but I wasn't able to put it to music until Suno.ai came out, and now I can put it to music. So anybody wants it, anything that we get up here, here's what you have to do. Download our app. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Sigia Cloud Labs. Belle is the Chief Executive Officer of Sigia Cloud Labs. Our app is called Sigia Storage. It's Dropbox, but with actual privacy. We believe that privacy is a fundamental human right, and we simply built an app that gives it to you. Doesn't cost you a thing, nothing. It's free. Knock yourself out. But if you hear anything on here that you like during the show, put your Sigia user ID. Belle will tell you how to set all that up. It's really not that hard. Put it in chat, and I will send everything that you want. It's all coming your way. I know this is a cheap plug, but we're very proud of this. We spent a lot of money on building this. We spent $1 million+ making this thing. It does exactly what we say it does, so that's kind of rare. All right, so we know we got about a 350, almost a 400K parse right here. And yeah, I know it's early. We're just looking for the spikes. So we know that we got that with that Tellaroo. And I'm going to see what I can get out of it with this, because again, it was our most viewed video that we've put out has been this one. Anything, the one we did on the Brain Carrier. It tells me that there's interest in it. So if there's interest in it, I want to make sure that I'm putting out good information, accurate information, and the best information that I can, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. So that's why we're back. That's why we're playing the Brain. That's why we're trying to really kind of perfect this thing as much as I can. I'm just cooling down Yukons, guys. And that's why we're doing it, and I want to make these comparison videos on this. I'm never going to get anywhere near the Romulan drone ships. I just don't believe that that's possible. I don't believe that that's possible. Unless somebody out there who might be listening right now or views us after the fact can tell me what the best non-Romulan frigate pet is. I'm all ears. I'd love to know that one. Because if we could solve that problem, it's going to really fix a lot of issues that I'm having with a lot of these other ships. I can tell you right now, this ain't half the damage that Tellaroo was doing. I'm just spacing them out so I can buff up the pets. This is like chaotic, isn't it? You know why I play carriers?
It's very chaotic.
You know why I play carriers, Bill? Because of this. I don't have to know what's going on. As long as my pets know what's going on, I don't have to.
No Sharu saying, okay, I've been looking for the same answer today.
Which answer? The frigate pets? You know, we're about to find out, dude. I have an idea that might provide a little bit of clarification, but we're going to find out here together. Watch this. Watch about. Look at that. Get some Hydra or Cobra. I always like, they always sound the same. Do you know that Burgess Meredith was the voice of Cobra Commander?
I did.
Did you know that? You did. Well, I
did.
know. Yeah, I know because I just told you. Do you know what mansplaining is, Ensign?
What you just did?
Yes, I know because I just told you. Yes, that's mansplaining. I'm or game-splaining this.
Stand down and surrender to the Benton
You should so make a character on here, Bill.
Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids. Possibly
See, I have to keep these Yukons running constantly to get any kind of realistic damage out of these things, man. This is not the way I wanted to play this game. Come on, boys, get to it. You ain't got to worry about me. I'll get there. Oh, God, we're still on the carriers. I can buff the ever-loving hell out of these things, and they just do not get it done. This used to be a problem. That's why people weren't running frigate pets. Because they were taking our stacks of frenzy and all that other good stuff. But that's been fixed. Just cooling down Yukons, Ensign. Don't you worry about it. You know this is going to carry over into real life between us, right? Calling you Ensign. Because I find it funny.
I suspected as much.
Yeah. If anybody's commenting, Bell, you ain't got to wait. Just throw them out. This is very low stress. This is why I am a carrier captain. Because this is very, very low stress. I can multitask all day doing this.
No, sure, we're confirming that, yes, his question was regarding frigate pets.
All right. Yeah, so I've been running... Well, I mean, if you got a Romulan carrier, bro, you're golden. Don't worry about it. The drone ships are stupidly powerful. I would say game-breaking, but they're really not. You know, these are digital ships. They'll simply make more. All right, get the buff going. Get the pets going. Get everything out there because we don't really care now. And let's die. Or try not to. Every Yukon I have. God, that is a slaughter.
That's got them. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification party.
Up 0. There we go. We got that turned off. Accept rewards. Thank you.
For your assistance. We have the
Dude, it seems like I help you 5, 10, 15 times a damn day when I'm playing this game. You would think they'd get their shit together. This is such a cool looking carrier. Can you guys give it up? Can you guys give it up for the aesthetics of this thing? I mean, it's just badass looking. It's like a Breen bat signal or something like that. All right, let's pull it up. See what we got. If I got to 150K spike, I'd be thrilled. That cannot be right. That cannot be right. You guys are seeing this with me, right? You're seeing that same number up there. That ship did 255K. You're seeing that, right?
I am seeing that.
Something is wrong here. Something is grossly wrong here. Because there's no way. Combat time, 7.5 seconds. It pulled up the wrong log. That is likely the one that I want, right? That's better. I'm sorry, I caught it. I was like, there ain't no way. It's nice to see a 500K spike, though. That was pretty cool. All right, 102K, which seems about right. But this is what we care about is the spikes. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the best I can get out of that thing. Is about 102K. And I can't make videos with that, though. I can't push out videos like that saying, hey, check out my Breen. I got 102K. So something's got to give here. it's either the pets that these guys are punching just so far below their weight. So it's either the pets ain't getting it done, and I don't have my specs right. I don't have this thing put together right. There's something I'm still fundamentally not doing on this ship to really get those numbers up, Ellen. I don't know what the hell it is.
All right, so Daniel Smith, I would, other than ROM drones, I would say either elite Gem fighters or elite Tehran Empire frigates.
Yeah, I don't have the Empire frigates unlocked, though. That's the bear of that. I don't have the frigates unlocked. I do have the Jem'Hadar. What about the Jem'Hadar gunboats? The elite Jem'Hadar gunboats. You think those things would get it done? I'm asking him. So I'll tell you what, man. We're going to take just a very, very short break here. I will play you guys another fun song. These are AI songs, created words and lyrics written by myself and the lovely Belle here. And meaning that I have to catch my voice for just a minute. I know that we're just I understand that we're just a small show, but we'd like to be a good show. So if you guys could give me just a minute, let me play a song, catch my breath here, and we will get into that right there, or we will open the T6 lockbox and pick the carrier that you guys help us pick. So it's going to be one of those two things. But yeah, let me flip this over here, guys. Give me just a minute. We'll play you a fun song, and we'll be right back here on Star Trek Online Carrier Command with your host, Captain Scott. We'll be right back.
I was doing the sapiosexual thumb dance at 1:13. Left, right, chasing intellectual dopamine. Your profile said deep conversations over cheap red wine. So I swiped right and typed, "What's your favorite paradigm?" We met at this dimly lit spot that smelled like burnt sage. You showed up 40 minutes late wearing existential rage. First words out your mouth, I can already tell you're basic. Then you ordered for me kale salad, no dressing, no flavor, no mercy pre. Conversation went straight off an intellectual cliff. You caught my taste in music problematic and my politics mid. Every joke I told landed like a lead balloon in the void, while you dissected my personality like a Freudian android. Sapiosexual thumb dance. What a catastrophic romance. Worst date in human history. No second chance. You said my aura was off-brand and my soul was mid-tier. I just sat there nodding, slowly dying inside over warm flat beer. Sapiosexual thumb dance. God, what a disaster. You spent 20 minutes explaining why my laugh was colonial, then asked if I voted correctly in every single election since birth. Told me my shoes were a microaggression against the environment, while chewing with your mouth open like it was performance art bridge. I tried to escape through the bathroom window, but the lock was broken and the Wi-Fi was slow. You followed me outside, still monologuing about late-stage capitalism, while I prayed for a meteor or spontaneous combustion.
Sapiosexual thumb dance.
Absolute worst case scenario.
Should've stayed home swiping left on my own shadow.
You said this was enlightening, like it wasn't pure hell. I smiled politely and deleted the app on the way home as well.
Sapiosexual thumb dance.
Never again. Thumb still twitching.
Thumb still twitching.
Never Never trust the algorithm when it says deep connection.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Trek Online Carrier Command. And thank you. I see that everybody left. Okay, so this is not the kind of show that you can take breaks on, Bell. I got it. All right, it's noted. All right, let's pop back in this. Now, something that I really should have read about before I spent all the dilithium on these were these guys right here, and these are called Elite. Still a cat on you, Bell. Elite Yukawa frigates. On paper, these things should be freaking amazing. I mean, on paper right here, they should be absolutely amazing. 3 spiral wave disruptor beam banks, photon torpedo launchers, 360, torpedo spread 3. I mean, on paper, these things should be absolutely marvelous. But when I stuck them in, it got so ugly so fast that I could not believe what I was actually seeing. And I'll tell you what, I'll show it to you right here because I don't have to finish the mission, thankfully. But for some reason, I don't know if the AI is just simply busted on these or not, but I will parse it. We're going to go into, we're going to pop into my other patrol that I run an awful lot, and we're going to intervene in a conflict. We're going to do it in 1 minute and 20 seconds, guys. Sorry about that. But I really want these things to work. I really want them to work, but apparently me wanting them to work and them actually working are two wildly different things. But again, on paper, these look awesome. I mean, these things just look simply awesome. But I'm not sure that there are enough carrier pilots, carrier dedicated main pilots out here that you know the Star Trek devs are going to say, okay, let's fix the AI on these things. They're acting stupid. But the difference between frigates, between every single frigate out here and the Romulan drone frigates are just so wildly different. It literally limits what I can do, what kind of ship I can fly, what carriers I can take out, and what missions I can run on them. I mean, it is ridiculously, it's just so different. So I did read about these today, and I saw a little thing. They said you have to keep clicking attack, what you want them to attack. And once they get in there, they'll go ahead and do their business. So we're going to go kill 2 little frigates real quick. This won't take long as soon as that mission cools down. I'm not going to run it again tonight, so it won't matter. But I just want to see if these guys are going to do any damage whatsoever, or if it's all going to be the Valkyrie squadrons. Because that repurposed cargo bay, that one single trait, is doing effectively half the damage of my total DPS. That one little trait. So you want to talk about an overpowered trait. It's got to be that one right there. I mean, it's got to be. We put out so many of those damn fighters. Who cares if they die? I'm relaunching every 5 seconds. So I don't care if they get out there and get smoked. All I want them to do is operate when I hit fire at will. That's all I need out of these things. And they perform. They don't bitch. They don't, you know, hold me hostage. They don't do any of that shit. They just sit there and blow stuff up and die peacefully the way a proper fighter pilot should be doing. They're all red shirts, Bell, by the way. That's a Star Trek thing. I know you know Star Trek. Remember the red shirts? They go down. That's the guy that's going to die. Yeah. So these are my red shirts. I just send them out in waves. I don't care if they get smoked. It really doesn't matter to me. And yeah, but I want these frigates to work, but I don't know if they will. Last time I tried it, they simply did not. So let's try it again. We're going to intervene in a conflict. I don't have to clear this whole map because without fighters, without frigates or something functional in a pet support frigate or carrier, this is pointless. I'm not doing anything here. So let's see if we can actually get these guys out and make them work. You can see them. They're pretty. They are kind of cool. I'm ready to assist you. So we're going to hit the attack button. I notice that nothing's going. I see the fighters are going, but I don't see the frigates really doing anything. Combat log 1. Attack, attack. They said keep hitting that attack button. That's what they said. Keep hitting that attack button, and those things will get out there and perform. I'm dying to see it, Bill. I don't think you understand how much I want a functional, good, playing frigate. I don't care if I have to sit there and spam that thing. If it'll make these things perform, I'm all over it. I do see beams hitting it. And those fighters don't have beams. They have cannons, so something's shooting it. Would you agree there, Bill? Would you agree that you see laser beams?
I'm seeing laser beams as well.
All right. We'll take this very first spawn if they'll perform. God, I want this to work. Oh, I want it to happen. I got no problem. Keep clicking that button over and over and over. I have no issue with it.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Because the other cool thing that they have is that torpedo spread 3. Nah, they're not doing shit.
Target's shields have failed.
They're doing nothing here, Bill. I'm now the prime target out here.
Rear shields failing.
Probably. You know why? You know why? Because my frigates aren't doing anything. And every time I hit fire at will, all I'm doing is taking all of the aggro.
4 shields failing.
Yeah, these things are junk. Hell with it. Let's go out gloriously. Yeah, it's nice that anything else out here will put out more damage than me. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. All right, I'm bailing. As soon as that cools down, lets me warp out, I'll show you guys the parse. But there's no way. There's no way those things are fighting. We are out. Thank goodness the fighters actually do something, or I'd still be there. I can't do any damage. It seems like they want to, but maybe they suck. I mean, maybe that's just it. Maybe they simply suck. So let's find out. Here we go. Let me open the log. I know what I'm going to see. It's going to be miserable. Yeah, here you go. All right, there's the log. 53,000 DPS. And let's do the analysis. And yeah, the elite Yukawa frigates did half the damage that repurposed cargo bay did. Half. They are broke dick. I could have gotten this out of virtually anything. So there's a problem here. There is a problem with these things, and I just don't know what other frigates I could put on there. The Breen frigates seem to perform best for me. I mean, best, highest single target damage, and that's all I'm trying to get out of these things is that high single target damage. And I know I could put lots of fighters or different stuff in there, but man, I could get this out of shuttlecraft. I could just use elite types of shuttlecraft and get better performance out of these. I could get more damage out of that. That is ridiculous. I mean, that is ridiculous. I don't know what else I could put on here. I don't know. So if anybody out there in chat and you happen to have an idea, my God, baby, I am all ears. I hate going through this, and I am absolutely all ears. Belle, you seem like you got something on your mind.
Daniel Smith was saying, okay, gunboats, not sure. Give it a go.
All right.
And
do I have them? Let me see. Let me check the bank, baby. I got some gunboats. I'd run advanced. I don't even want to buy elites. Go ahead, Belle. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, Bill O'Donohue, do you have the Federation mission scout ships?
I do not. I've been here. I know what he's talking about there. I've been hearing about those scout. They were shuttles, right? I'm not sure if it was shuttles or not, but I've been hearing about that. I haven't personally tried it myself yet, so I don't know. But I can only tell you what I'm seeing right now with these things that I have, and they are absolutely crap. I don't think the Jem'Hadar gunboats will only go under the Jem'Hadar ship, though, I believe. Let me check. I got the couple of Jem'Hadars down here. But I think it'll only go under the Jem'Hadar carriers. I've never even set this thing up to really have a run yet. But I'll tell you what. Maybe we'll take it out. Maybe we'll try it. Let me see. What's the cooldown on wanted? Because I know traits trump everything on here. 6 minutes. So I could maybe take the Benjabutch here with the Jem'Hadar. They're not even elite, but I could probably put... what do I have? I can't use those frigates. Where the hell are my gunboats? Do I not have them? Hangar pets. I could put their fighters on here, but I don't want fighters. I want frigates. Let's see. We got Jem'Hadar attack ship, but I can't buy that one. Jem'Hadar support frigates. What do we got on these things? 2 Polaron beams. Yeah, they don't have a torpedo, though, man. I'm going to need a torpedo on these. Something. Oh, no, it's got one. Photon torpedo. Let's see. Do we want to take it out, Bell, and use advanced frigates just so that we can run a base level test here? Or do I want to go to my fleet base and buy elites and spend a whole bunch of dill?
All right. So we've got a few comments. So Daniel Smith is saying, okay, the gem support frigates have Fall 1 and Suppress and Barrage 3.
I see.
The attack ship gunboats have Rapid Fire 3 and Beam Overload 2 Elite version. Bill O'Donohue, so the Federation mission scout ships were from an event. They come as elite and they are size of runabouts. 2 per hangar.
Oh, I would love that, but obviously I can't get that unless it's in a T6 lockbox. If it is, because I got one sitting here right now. I haven't picked the ship for it yet, but I got one sitting here right now. Color me intrigued. All right, I'll just leave it there. Color me intrigued. What do you think, Bill? Take this out and give it a go? The Advanced Jem'Hadar Support Frigate on the Jem'Hadar carrier, which I really haven't set up yet, but I could do it in like 2 minutes.
It can't hurt.
All right, let's spend dill. I know everybody loves spending my money. So just for you, Bell, you betcha. Let me get some. I'm going to buy. Why would I buy advanced? If I'm going to get them, I should just get the elites, right? How much Zen do I got there? Let's see, another 100,000. There you go. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me switch ships here. I got time to set this thing up while that mission is cooling down. I will go and buy the advanced version of them out at or the elite version on the fleet base. I do want a fair, I do want a fair trade here. Do I got anything on this? Yeah, it's not terrible. Save and continue. I don't know what I changed on that. This ship is not set up yet, but that's okay. I could set it up. It'll just take me a minute. So you guys, wait a minute. We're all going to have an experience here, and we're going to run Wanted. We're going to run Wanted Elite, and we're going to make a comparison. Isn't that what we're here for, Bill?
It is.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, our pet here, yeah, I'm not sure what she's here for.
She's there because she loves love. That's Loki, by the way. Her cat's name is Loki. My cat's name is Indy. She's in a little bed right next to me over here, just sound asleep. We have a good working relationship. We completely fucking ignore each other. And that's what she eats mice. She catches mice. We got a big park to the back of my house here. And mice come down the hill and they get in the house. And what are you going to do? So instead of trying to trap the mice, I just bought cats. And the cats get it done. Why would it take this long to load my fleet starbase I've been here? I can't believe I'm spending dill on this, Bill. The shit we do for a live stream, it's kind of amazing. Huh? Here we go. Just for you guys. Just for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you have any personal questions, comments, concerns, or observations, please get them in. And Belle is going to be more than happy to answer them. She is an ensign in Starfleet. and she's wearing science blue. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but there it is. She's wearing science blue. So we'll get it done. She's happy to talk to people.
All right, Bill O'Donohue, spending dill.
Yep.
As Quark would say, the riskier the road, the greater the profit.
See, now that's, you know what? Here you go.
Rule of acquisition 62.
My man right there. See, that's the kind of guy that we love watching this particular channel. And we're brand new at it, guys. We've only had a Star Trek channel here for a couple of weeks. Clearly, we know what we're doing when it comes to broadcasting. We do not know what we're doing when it comes to broadcasting gaming. So give us a break. We'll get better at this. All right. Store, hangar pets. All right. Now, what are we talking about here? So what we're talking about is gunboats, right? That's what we're looking for. God, I pissed away on those Yukta frigates. Those things are worthless. My God, fix it. They're not going to fix it. There's not enough of us. All right, this is what we're talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It's a support frigate. So before I go and spend 76,000 dill, by the way, Bell, don't yawn. All right, that's 10 days of me refining the lithium or spending $2 for me to get these things. So is this what we're talking about? Now, I'm going to pause here for just a second and let the comments catch up. Do we want to see what these things will actually do? If they're going to be even remotely close to the Romulan drone ships. Now, I don't believe they are, but I like frigates. All right, my repurposed cargo bay gives me all the fighters I need. I don't need more fighters. All right, I need heavy hitters that will sit up there and get hit and take a hit and dish it out. That's what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for something that will perform better than the damn Breck frigates. They do fine, but they don't dazzle me. And I'm looking, I want to be wined. I want to be dined. I want to be 60. I want all of that. So is this what we're putting in here, guys? Now tell me now, because I'm at the fleet base. I still got to move a couple things on the ship. So if this is where the group consensus is, I'm a big fan of groupthink. All right, I am a Borg. Deep down, I am a Borg. Tell me before I go and spend all the Zen. I don't fly the Jem'Hadar frigates. Even Bell, you know what? Oh, that's kind of funny. I need to make a video. I haven't done a video on the Jem'Hadar yet, on the Jem'Hadar carrier. Of all the things, I have not done a video on the Jem'Hadar. Isn't that weird? I mean, come on. They're very, very popular. It's a very high search thing for Jem'Hadar carriers, and I haven't done a video on them. So I'm going to give it just a tick to see if anybody's typing right now. You guys are about 30 seconds behind me. So from when I say it to when you hear it is about 30 seconds difference and about a 10-second difference to allow you to type. So tell me if we want to see these things flying away on that particular Jem'Hadar carrier, which I have right now, and we'll take it out. We'll take it to wanted. We'll do a parse, and we'll see how they perform. So I take the pain so that you don't have to. That's what I'm here for. That's a sound effect, Bell. I have a whole bunch of them. I have the big Stream Deck down here, not out in the studio. I have the big Stream Deck down here. It's got a bunch of sound effects. Go ahead, Bell.
All right, Daniel Smith. Herc Vedcreed Hive Dreadnought Carrier can use the Gem frigates.
But the frigates, if the frigates are no... Oh, okay. I see what he said. Okay, I got it. All right, man. Look, then there's two. Every two hangar carrier that exists in this game, I will have. All right, I will have. I don't care about spending money. I care about taking the pain so that you guys don't have to deal with it. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what Bell's here for. And by that's Bell. If you got it, wave. Go ahead and wave. Wave to him. You can wave. Okay, yeah, see, she knows where her camera is. All right, let's. That's weird that they would let them do it. So what are we thinking here, though, man? Fighters, which I don't think. No. You know what? We're buying them. We're buying them. I'll spend the damn deal. Go ahead and tip your waitress on the way out to make up for the fact that I'm spending all of this dilithium. Frigate. I hope I bought frigates. Did I screw up and buy fighters? Sure enough. Elite Gem. Oh, no, those are Scorpion fighters. All right. There is one elite. Wow, is my backpack all screwed up? Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, I don't know what happened here. Sorry. Does anybody else do this? Do you get really, really anal retentive about your backpack? And this is why we're actually went live tonight, guys, by the way. Look at that. Oh, look. You can hear the angels singing. Look at there.
Thank God for them internets.
Look at there. I can pick anything I want, but it will be a carrier. And we're going to open it tonight. And I'm sorry, man, but it sucks. Sucks getting master keys and failing over and over and over. All right. So let's set the ship up, and we're going to replace on the Benja Butch. Right now there's Breck frigates on there. All right. We're going to replace them with elite Jem'Hadar support frigates. And we're going to take it out, and we're going to run a parse, the same parse that I always do. But let me make sure this thing is set up right. Torpedo weapon damage, torpedo weapon damage. I don't need torpedo weapon damage. I need beam weapon damage, because this thing actually has beam weapons in it. Plasma. What did I do here? Go ahead.
Wax Left Paw, short-time listener, first-time talker.
Appreciate
just
it.
wanted to say I just started seeing your videos popping into my feed, and I wanted to say loving the content.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys enjoying Belle? Do you guys want to see more of Belle, or do you want to see less of Belle? We're here to hook you up. All right. This is not an ideal configuration on this ship. I mean, this isn't even close to good. But we're not here for that. We're here to see what the pets do. And brother, look, man, I can't thank you enough for the support, man. Like I said, I've attended gaming streams, long-time gamer. The first game I ever played was called Pong. So for those of you who remember Pong, you got to be about my age, man, because that's it. That was the very first game I ever played, and where I discovered that I really, really love video games. So it's funny how that works out. But all right, let me see this. It's remotely close. Let me check the traits, because I'm sure I got something. Oh, look at there. I got nothing. All right. For those of you who have never seen me set up something before, you're about to. Yukon Boimler effect, which is just cool. I'm sorry, that is awesome. I used to go for these, like that was the big deal about being a Romulan, is that you could get this 1.5% instead of 1%. That ain't shit anymore, and my weapons are irrelevant. So we'll do photonic capacitor. I like to use my photonic fleet because everything else I have sucks. Inspirational leader. I don't want my pets to be innocuous. I don't want myself to be innocuous. I probably should. Hive defenses, more pets or better pets. Fleet coordinator, 10%. Feel the weight of our presence. Awesome. Eyes of the swarm, I don't care. Enhance and protect. You got to have it, man. If you don't have enhance and protect, buy enhance and protect. It's not that expensive. Okay, here we go. Let's get these things right. All right. Team synergy. Superior area denial. Strike group command authority. That's cool, Belle, that they're all right there. Do you see it? Like that's just kind of.
I do see
I
it.
know,
yes.
it makes it easy. Scramble fighters, a must-have. Repurposed cargo bay, and I get one. This used to be one of my favorites. Relaunch and repair. 25% health regeneration to self and carrier pets whenever you launch pets. And you guys know we launch pets fast, but it underserves. You can do better. You can do better. This one I've been running when I didn't before I had my last couple. So that kind of sucks. All right, we got to make a choice here. What choice are we going to make? And where I'm getting at is right here. All right. 33% firing cycle haste is awesome. Every single time that I hit that or that, I get 33% pet fire cycle haste for 10 seconds, man. And if I offset these, I need one more in there to make it perfect. Oh, all right. What are we going to give up here, Bill? I got to give something up for this. All right. So here's a question for the group. With this strike group command authority, I give 40% bonus damage to everything I have out there. Bell, now you listening? This concerns you too. All right, with this particular skill, I get 40% bonus damage to everything that I have out there, and I don't have to do shit. Nothing. It's just a blanket, have at it. But with cooperation is the dominant strategy, coupled with team synergy. Every single time I hit a heal, I get a 20% bonus damage to everything. 20% bonus damage to everything, but it stacks 5 times. So I can get to 100% bonus damage on this if I cycle these 2 skills. Transfer, shield strength, and engineering team. Now, engineering team itself, as you can see, is on a 30-second cooldown. So if I simply hit that every single time it cools down, I will keep the stacks up and stacking. So I could get it to 100%. So it would seem to me that the better choice for 6 traits here instead of 7. Well, I mean, the best. I had a free trait slot. You saw it on my Federation character. I could just gave it to me and upgraded this ship, but I'm not going to do that.
Wax Left Paw, thoughts on supercharged weapons trait? Seems like that one affects pets with torps.
Yeah, and I love that one. I do. But I need my pets to have scatter. That's what I would need for that to work. Everything about what I do and how I play and how I run this character is based on the pets holding aggro. That's all it is. So I need fire at will, sad, so that they hit everything and the pets get aggro and I don't get aggro. And that's really where it comes down to for me, man. So that's a personal choice depending on what you're doing. I would prefer to do single target DPS as opposed to, multi-target DPS. I would love to just focus on one single character, but it's just not the way I play. So those are my thoughts on that, man. I hope that answered the question. I don't know if it did, but I hope it did. All right, Bell, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop Strike Group Command Authority, which sucks. I love 40% bonus damage with me just doing dick. That means I can play, I can drink apple juice. It's just apple juice, guys. But I can play, I can drink, and I don't have to pay attention. I don't want to be one of those douchebags that is completely into this bridge officer rotation shit. I don't want to play like that. I want to just have fun because I think having fun is very important when you're playing a game, Belle. What do you think about that?
Isn't that kind of the point of games?
Yeah, one would think. But we're going to try it because I do want to try to max this out just a little bit. I want to try to do the very best that I can for the folks that are watching us tonight. And you know what? I can't thank you enough, man. You have no idea what that does, what that means to me, what it means to me, what it means to Belle, that you guys are tuning in, watching us play Star Trek and listening to us babble. All right, this is, once again, this is for all of you guys, man. It means the world to me. All right. Our space reputation got bricked. So let's see. What are we doing on this? This is not quite as critical to me as those traits. And I'm long going to argue that traits are superior to anything that we're going to put over here. Anything. We'll take the all-weapon firepower because that's just awesome. Let's see. My aux is cranked. So obviously we have to take the aux skills. That's offense. That's defense. And we got one little freebie one here. I don't care about resistances. 20% crit severity is not worth a trait. I don't care about that. I'm running nothing but elites. This. Oh, I love that. Look at that. 10% bridge officer cooldown. Thank you. Thank you, because I'm all about those Yukons, Bell. Those are universal consoles, Bell. So if you hear that term, look at the camera. Universal consoles with 2-minute clicks. So when you hear me say Yukon or clicky, that's what I'm talking about. And one particular skill on here, which you see right here, Bell, that's Ensign, that says unconventional. You can look at the screen now. You're not on the camera. That says unconventional systems. Every time I use a control officer ability, it gives me minus 7% recharge to universal consoles. That's that big burst damage that blows me up every fucking time because I just can't stop. I can't help myself. And there's one thing. Are you watching, Bell? Because I'm going to tell you what I want for Christmas. It's over here in Mud's Market. This is pretty cool. This is the thing that would change my entire world. Over on Mud's Market, and it is that right there, the Voven obelisk character. You know what? That's not on the T6 pack, is it? Because if it is, we just had a whole different stream that we're about to have here. Oh, no, we don't want that. Voven obelisk carrier. Let's see. We're looking through it right now. If it says Voven obelisk carrier, my God, I just made my day. I'm not seeing it yet. I'm likely not going to see it at all. These are all the ships that I could buy, Bell. I'll tell you what, computer, that's you, Bell, is the Voven obelisk carrier available in the T6 Infinity prize pack. So why don't you look through that, or have the computer look that up real quick before I go through all this. Two hangar bays of Voth heavy fighters, which means that we haven't tried those. If you guys have tried the Voth heavy fighters, if you're watching right now, if you've tried the Voth heavy fighters, please tell me before I waste my time. I'll literally buy one of these ships right now simply for a console or a trait. And this is an old dog here, man. I mean, look at this. Carrier synergies with this trait. So your engineering tech, they'll be, oh, check that out. I can't fit any more traits in here, but that's interesting. Upon reaching level 5 in your Voth Rampart Command Flight Deck carrier, you will unlock the Voth Carrier Synergies Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, your engineering or tactical abilities will grant a buff to you and your hangar pads. You know how I feel about that, Bell. You know I like that. It's not available. Computer, hang on, like I say, computer, is the Voth carrier available in the T6 Infinity prize pack?
So the Voven, again, is not.
Damn it. Let me see. I got a sound effect for this, I'm sure.
You're not my supervisor.
That's not the right one, but it gets the point across. Damn it. So I'm going to have to spend $170 for this damn thing, aren't I? But it rounds. I have everything else that I need for this. That's the bitch. And it's in Mud's Market. The fucking thing never goes on sale, even though everybody comes, oh, it goes on sale all the time. I've never seen it on sale. That's what I need.
The Voth Rampart is.
Yes, I don't need that, though. I need the Voven obelisk carrier. There are two things that I need on this. Two things. Let's look through it real quick. I'm waiting for a cooldown, guys. By the way, don't run away. I'm just waiting for a thing to cool down. Not that, not command ships, I don't care. Console, universal, subspace, fracture, tunneling, field. Let me show you why that's very, very interesting to me. Because there's two things that I must have on this. And one of them is this right here. Obelisk. I have 3 pieces of this. You can see it right there. This is part of set Ancient Obelisk technology. So when we ask for more details on this, with 2 pieces, which I definitely have, I get 10% bonus anti-proton damage, Bell, which means shit to me because I don't even have anything anti-proton on here. I don't care. But with 3 pieces, whenever you activate any emergency power ability, such as emergency power to weapons, emergency power to shields, your pets activate a weak emergency power ability of the same type. That's kind of cool. So if I'm flying frigates or fighters that don't have an emergency power to anything, they get mine. How cool is that? But with the 4th piece, creates an obelisk swarmer every 1 second with up to 8 of them in flight at the same time. Do you know what that means, Bell? Ensign, do you know what that means?
That means a lot more bang for the buck.
It means more birds in the air. I'm all about birds in the air. I want this. And it just seems like it doesn't work on Romulans because Romulans don't have warp cores. We have singularity cores. So I can't actually run this on a Romulan boat. But most of my boats are not Romulan boats. Isn't that funny how that works? So the only way I'm going to get that is to spend $170 to buy this out, Bell. So
Wax Left Paw chiming in saying, okay, have to wait for a mud sale.
And everyone keeps saying that. When's the next damn mud sale? Computer, when's the next mud sale? Bell, we're going to be going live on this a lot. And the sooner that we make ourselves really, really cool by having cool stuff, the more people will like us and they'll think we're cool. And I don't know if any of that's true. We've just been broadcasting a long time, guys. So I appreciate you indulging me on this. Ooh. And the apple juice is kicking in. But that's not all, Belle. That's not all. There is another thing that comes along with this ship that I believe that I must have. And upon reaching level 5 in this ship, Starship Mastery, you will unlock Reconstruction Conversion Wave. While this trait is slotted, you ready for this, Belle? You're starting to pick up on this shit now. Oh, your camera's tightening out, huh? Okay. While this trait is slotted, you know what traits are now. You've been watching me for all of an hour and a half playing Star Trek Online, but I think you've picked up on how important these are. Activating any hull healing bridge officer ability or any command bridge officer ability causes your ship to emit a 5-kilometer wave of anti-proton damage. For each foe damaged by this wave, you and your pets will be granted a temporary heal over time effect that restores a percentage of your max health while active. So what that means is with the synergy that I get from all those other traits, I am unkillable. At that moment, I am now running IFE Elite solo. Now, I've watched these things. I just watched a video today because I've been struggling with this. How do these guys get 1.5 million DPS out of a carrier, out of the Ark Royale? That's the whole big thing, out of the Ark Royale. How do you get 1.5 million DPS? Perfect synergy with 5 other people that are running the mission with you. That's what it comes down to. I'm not about that. I'm about what can I get out of the carrier by myself, because I don't know a lot of people on Star Trek Online. If you guys want to know me, hook me up. All right, Coops, look me up. I'll join your fleet, whatever. But I'm Romulan with KDF aligned, so we are the outsiders here. But I don't have a lot of people I can call on to suddenly go and run groups and set up everything perfectly to get all of these massive parses. I have to do it by myself. The closest I've got is that Romulan, the Tellaroo at about 400K. That's it. That's the best I can get by myself. So I'm trying to do everything I can to bring it all home and be able to put out good information on videos. That's all it is, Bill. That's all it comes down to. So for this, I need $170. So can you Venmo me? I'll buy it right now. You got to Venmo me. Venmo me.
I don't have $170 to Venmo you.
The hell's the matter with you? You're a CEO. Sigia Storage. You're a CEO. That's right. We do this weird thing that we take all the revenue that comes into the company and we give it to our developers to make it better. It's funny how that works. All right. Traits are set up. I think we can all agree with that. Traits are set. Space reputation, I don't care, is good to go. Active space reputation, I don't care. Everything else on here is good to go. And we are, in fact, running. Let me make sure I got those frigates up or I'm going to feel like an asshole. Yeah, Elite Jem'Hadar support frigates. So for anybody who is going to wonder, are these good frigates? We're about to find out. Now, you guys know I have to go back to New Romulus first. I can't do it from here. So let's beam on over there. We're going to go and run Wanted. We're going to parse it. Bell, we're going to parse it. It'll be good. I'm expecting good things here. I'm very, very hopeful guy. I'm a very, very incredibly glasses half full kind of guy. You wouldn't think it to look at my face, but I am a very, very glasses half full kind of guy. Last Monday, I went and bowled in I did a bowling tournament. I'm a huge bowler. I've loved bowling my entire life. I've been bowling my whole life. And I was always concerned if I was going to be able to compete at a higher level against the kids. So I went to a bowling tournament. And, yeah, a lot of those, two-handers, if for anybody who follows bowling, I am way behind the times. I'm an old-school stroker. But I took fourth. So I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that. I know that. Bell, no, stop. Nobody, it's a me thing. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and run it. This is a different gaming stream. I don't know if you guys notice this or not, but we're a little bit different than the way everybody else does it. We like to build families. We're not here to wine and dine. We're here to get to the bottom of it, find out what, my son's name is Butch. How about that? There you go. You know something about me that you likely don't know about any other gaming channel that you might happen to watch. My son's name is Butch. It's Benjamin. I call him Butch because Butch is a cooler name. And you know why? Do you know why? Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction. Everybody watching this right now has seen Pulp Fiction. And you remember when, do you remember when he got in the taxi cab with Esmeralda And she said, what is your name? He said, Butch. She said, Butch. What does that mean, Butch? He said, we're American, honey. Our names don't mean shit. That is Butch. All right, Butch. Butch is the guy that's sitting next to you in prison, in jail, going, fuck, that was cool, man. I can't believe we did that. Butch is the one doing it. Benjamin is the kid in the back of the class eating paste. So he's Butch, and I call him Butch, and that's his name. So, yeah, deal with it. Call me a bad father. I'm okay with any of it. All right, guys, let's get to this. I want my kid to be a winner. All right, we're throwing out the buffs. You guys can see the initial buffs on these things here. Combat log 1. All right, so we're ticking away. God, these things are stupid. I'm going to dump this right now. I know this is not the right thing to do, but we're going to go ahead and throw these things out right now and see if we can max some damage. This is not set up correctly. I don't like the way this is laid out. Yeah, I know, because you suck, because I'm awesome. I am simply too awesome. I remember a really, really bad show. It had that, I forget the name of that guy, Alan something or other. It's called Blue Mountain State. Who's ever seen that show? Belle, I know you haven't. You should have, because it was funny as hell. A show called Blue Mountain State. And that guy, he's the guy who plays Reacher. Oh, I don't need that. You remember, you know that show Reacher? It's very popular right now. You don't know the show Reacher, do you? All right, you're going to make it weird now, Belle, aren't you? You go right out of your way to make it weird and just leave me flapping around at her. That's okay. I got it. But in the show Reacher, that's played by Alan, whatever the hell his name is. I ain't going to feel bad about it. He doesn't know what my name is. He plays a linebacker for a football school. It's a peer football school. And he plays a linebacker named Thaddeus. And every time something comes up, he got an interception, and it was during practice, and they told him to chill out. And he said, I can't, I'm too awesome. So every time something like this comes up, Belle, I think, my God, I'm too awesome. I am just too awesome. I can't slow down, won't slow down. These things are not doing the damage, guys. They're just not doing the damage that everything else I have is. I'm still hopeful, though. It's early in the run. Lots of things can happen. I can get them buffed up. Anything could happen here. You are dismissed, which does shit damage, by the way. I thought it'd be better. I have so many pets out there right now. You would think that this would just rip the ass completely out of everything, but it ain't, is it? You know what's hanging those things up out there? Look at that. Look at my dumbass pets keeping that thing out of range. I don't want them out of range. I want them in range of everything else. I'm running. Look at how quick those missiles shoot. I love that skill, by the way. Yeah, this is going to be a shit run, Belle. This is going to be absolutely brutal DPS. But we're not here for me. We're here to find out what the pets can do. People have questions, and we want to see if the Jem'Hadar are worth a damn or not. I don't think they are. Based on what I'm seeing right now, no, they are not hitting. They're not punching beyond their weight. I mean, this is like 60 seconds per spawn. Yeah, these things don't hit worth a damn. I can tell you that right now, but it sure is fun playing this ship. Cool down, cool down, cool down. You are dismissed, boy. Look at that. It does nothing. I need better Yukons, Bill. Those are universal consoles, in case you didn't know what that is.
You explained that earlier.
I know I did. You know what? They should be pretty well buffed up, and yeah, they're just hitting nothing. And the reason that I have that super fast missile launcher is because any of you guys who may still to this day use chemosite laced weaponry, you know that it procs all the time on missiles, right? Doesn't matter what kind they are, but it procs all the time. I think I can get that cooled down before the boss fight. I think. and my little ace pilots who actually suck. These guys are not worth a shit. They made such a big deal out of those with the Jem'Hadar. You have permanent pets that really don't hit. Oh God, those things are lightweights. Lightweights. All right, Bell, let's finish this up. Then we will parse it, and we will see if it's worth my time. I just spent 80,000 lithium on this. All right, buff it up, boys. Boo, 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 boo. I was out of range on that. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. Yeah. I don't think they're hitting better than the Brax. Thank you. Thank you. It was excellent work. All right. You and I have spoken so much. And how do I know, Bell? Because this ship did not take a lick of damage. I didn't spawn a single swarmer on this. So one of two things happened here. We're about to run the parse, and we will find out.
Thank you for your assistance.
Welcome. No, later. We've talked too much, bro. And your face looks funny. I know you're not supposed to say that to, you know, alien races, but his face looks funny. All right, Bell. Let's see what we do here. We want to see it, right? You're curious. You know what? There you go. We got to flip it.
Thank you, asshole.
We got to flip it to the Bell screen because I closed something that I shouldn't have closed. Go ahead and look. Say hi, Bell. Go ahead and wave to him. It's okay.
Hi, guys.
There you go. That's me fucking up and hitting the wrong thing. And I just did it again. I promise you, we're
using a different stream deck than you're used to.
I am using a different stream deck than I'm used to. All right, let's analyze it. All right, the DPS sucks. Look at that, 90K. That's what we got. You guys watch the entire run, and we see 90K. So let's do an analysis. Elite Jem'Hadar support frigates hit 31,555. The advanced Valkyrie fighter squadrons hit 31,155. One of these takes up 2 hangar slots. One of these is a trait. So I think we got the answer there. I'm sad that I had to blow 80,000 to lithium to find out, but I'm here to... That's right. I'm here to fall on my sword so you guys don't have to. I'm going to hit a sound effect button. I don't even know which one this one is.
Hey, give your balls a tug, you tet fucker. Shorzy.
Yeah, that's about right. That's 80,000 to lithium that went bye-bye. Okay. So if you were wondering if those things punch beyond their weight class, they do not. As a matter of fact, they're pretty goddamn miserable. So it just seems like we're right back where we started here, Bill. Every time we turn up, it seems like we're right back where we started. The Jem'Hadar frigates hit almost twice that. There's the parse. The Jem'Hadar, let me see, a different one. Maybe I could find a different one. Yeah, no, those suck. All right, that is the Elite, the Breck Raiders. And you can see that those Breck Raiders right there, Bell. Are you looking? Those Breck Raiders are twice what the Valkyrie squadrons are doing. Twice as much damage as the Valkyrie squadrons. On this one, they are dead even with the Valkyrie squadrons. So I'm not sure how we can make a stronger case for this. I mean, they're right there. There's the numbers. You saw the run. You saw me work through it. I knew immediately that this isn't right. But you see it with your own eyes. So for those of you who are asking later or in the STO Reddits or any of that stuff and are wondering, are these things worth a shit? The answer is no. The answer, in my opinion, is no. So they might look great on paper. They might look fantastic on paper, and I think they do. But these things aren't worth the shit. Now, look, Bell, keep this in mind. Okay, you writing this down? Write this down. Computer, write this down. 2 times 2 Polaron beam arrays, 1 Polaron dual beam bank, which is awesome, 1 photon torpedo, 1 360-degree Polaron beam array. scattering field 3, fire at will 1, polarized hold. I mean, tons and tons and tons of little special abilities. So let us go down there and switch into a real ship for just a second. And let's see what this thing looks like. So on paper, those frigates that I was just running that I just spent 80,000 to lithium on, seems like that should be a solid choice, Belle, yeah? You would agree with that? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let's take a look at the Romulan drone ships real quick. Just take a second, guys. Don't you worry. I ain't going nowhere. Let's ready it up. Sure, save and continue that piece of shit ship that I can never, ever do a video on. The Romulan drone ships. 3 disruptor beam arrays. You're following me, Belle? 3 disruptor bays. 1 set of plasma torpedoes. Everything else is simply bonus. Multispectral emitters, triphasic emitters, beam array overload 3, beam array fire at will 3, which are kind of awesome, by the way. Emergency powered shields 3, multispectral emitter, sensor distortion 2. Now, let's because I don't want to just throw this out and ignore it. I was missing a trait on that. 1. But 1 trait is not going to make those ships suddenly punch twice what the Valkyrie fighters are doing. So I'll tell you what, let's run a quick one. Another patrol that you've already seen before. I'm doing this specifically, Belle, by the way. Specifically for you, Ensign. So that you remember how we do this and start learning the game a little bit, because it'll make it a lot more fun for the audience. And we're all about the audience. Am I right? Because you're not talking an awful lot tonight. Are you just taking it all in? Is that what's happening here?
I am taking it all in.
Mm-hmm. Do you like the game? Or are you going to make a character?
I am liking the game. I don't have much time to play games, unfortunately.
I know, because you're busy running a company. I understand that. I just have to do the books and make decisions. That's all I get to do. All right. We're sending these things out. Look, here you go, guys. Combat log 1. You know what we're looking for. All we're oh, my God. These things disintegrate everything. Look at them. I haven't even gotten in range of this shit yet, and they're already dying. You're seeing this, Belle, right?
I am.
I will turn on my weapons, even though I don't really need to. All I do is shoot torpedoes, because there's no point in me actually being here. Because the difference, the remarkable, oh my God, difference. How did STO devs miss this difference between these frigates and every other frigate in the game is in ludicrous mode? And you know what ludicrous mode is from? You remember? From Spaceballs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, come on. Be the right kind of geek.
Hey.
I know. Well, I'm going to get aggro here. But it doesn't matter. These things are going to fucking disintegrate before they even have a chance to blink. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see how they disintegrated, Belle? Did you see it?
I did.
Yeah. You remember me trying this on that brain carrier?
I do.
Yeah, remember me running for my life and actually blowing up once? Did you see what just happened there? Yeah, that's the difference. All I'm doing right now, every time I hit the button, is buffing pets. I'm going to sit right here and not move. Let's see what happens. I'm even going to taunt him. I'm taunting him right now. I'm saying, hey, you're kind of a bitch, dude. You should really do something about your life. That's what I just did. I taunted him. You notice how my ship isn't moving? It's just sitting here. All right, this is easy mode. That's what this is easy, stupid mode. That's how hard those pets hit. And what I'm trying to do here is simply find a substitute so I can play any other carrier out there with this level of calm. And I think that's important. I didn't even have the pets taken away. Look at that. I didn't call in the photon fleet. I didn't use my singularity powers. Nothing matters. This thing is stupidly strong. All right, guys. Look, man, we got frenzy going. Huh? That's kind of cool, right? Look, I'll even turn my weapons on, even though my weapons are irrelevant. All right, we're buffing the pets. We're spawning the pets. There's no point in hitting that button. Yeah, they're dead too quick. How come you guys don't play more Romulans? I mean, you're seeing this, right? How come you guys sit there and fumble fuck around on all these other things when you could simply play Romulans? I mean, that's it. The whole, that's it, Bell. The whole map is over. We could turn off that combat log now. Why don't you guys play Romulans more? I mean, I didn't even use any of my singularity powers. There was no point. I didn't need them because it vanishes. I go up there and what's the Harry Potter spell for making shit just disappear or vanish? What's that spell called, Bill? What's that called? What's the Harry Potter? Yeah, I know you're a Harry Potter geek. Don't pretend you're not. What's that Harry? What is it called? What are the unforgivables? Because what's the one that makes shit just die? What's that one? Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
That's it. There you go. That's it. That's what the Romulan carriers do. They warp in and go Avada Kedavra, and everything just fucking explodes. Thank you. I knew I'd get there. All right, but I'm saying this like I'm so fucking intelligent, but I know my audience and they want to see the combat log. So let's take a look at this. This will be stupid. Analyze. Yeah, there you go. And this is just fucking ridiculous. So there's the Advanced Valkyrie Fighter Squadrons belt. That is our benchmark. All right, you got to have a benchmark when you're making comparisons. And for me, it's the Advanced Valkyrie Fighter Squadrons. They synergize perfectly with superior area denial plus all the other buffs that I put out. Every time I click, they do more damage. They synergize perfectly with everything. And you see what the elite Romulan drone ships did? 3 times as much damage across the board, and they even exceeded it. So I got a hunch for the next several weeks of us doing this show. It'll be me spending money trying to find an effective frigate that is not a Romulan drone ship, because that is stupid overpowered. Would you agree with that? Because you're looking at the same.
It is very overpowered.
Yeah, let me open this up for everybody so everybody can see the numbers. There's 154K. This is alone, guys. This is me. You put me in a fleet, give me all of these buffs that everybody else gets, and I guarantee you that number triples. That those elite Romulan drone ships are doing 500K. No problem. But I don't have a fleet. I have to do this alone because I assume, like most of you that are playing this, that you don't have tons and tons of people that are at your beck and call that let's squad up or let's fleet up and let's go run IFE so that I can get check what my drone ships do. You guys are in the same situation that I am. So we have to kind of deal with it. But that is ludicrous speed. That is borderline ludicrous speed. My Breck frigates would have hit 60, 70, maybe 80K. Maybe, if I was dead lucky. They would have gotten about half of what those Romulan drone ships did. And, Bell, this isn't even my big ship. This is not even the best one. Do you know what the best one is? Hang on. Let's go pull it up, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a night because I know this is a long stream for you, and I can see that you're yawning. She's yawning, guys, when she's not on stream right now. She's just she does that back of the hand thing like she's ready to go. So I understand what she's getting at. But that isn't even my best ship. I like the Tellaroo because it gets a lot of views, and it's a fun ship. It's very, very mobile. For a command carrier, it's very, very mobile. But that's not even my big dog. This is my big dog. This is the one that I'm trying to perfect, but very few people can afford this. They simply can't. It costs about $1.5 billion on the exchange to get. Belle, do we got any questions or anything like that, or is it just me sitting here babbling?
Okay, so Wax Left Paw, I think the Tuju's fighters actually do more damage than the drone ships when using SAD.
Wait a minute, which one? Which fighters?
The Tuju's or
the Tuju fighters? Hang on, I think I got those, man. Tell me if this is what we're talking about here. I think I have them. Are we talking about these right there? These are the Toduj fighter squadrons.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I want to make sure. So confirm with me that these are the ones that you're talking about, because I do
The
own these.
spelling is
Yeah.
exact.
Yeah,
so.
okay. So it's got to be those. So I do own the elites. I went with squadrons because more ships are better, right? And it doesn't make any difference between the squadrons or the individual fighters. It makes no difference. I just think that it looks cooler when you zoom in and you put all of those fighters out there. I just think it looks really cool. Anyway, go ahead and carry on, Belle, please.
Bill O'Donohue. Bell is like when we first see Esri Dax in DS9. Kind of got that shy, nervous energy, but seems cool.
That's a comment for you, hon. I'm not the one to respond to that. That's yours. You can feel free, please. It's your show.
I mean, that's not an insult, so I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, carry on, Belle.
All right, Tenno Zero Rhymer.
That's a name.
Tehran frigates on the sticks or the Fed mission ships?
You know, and that's kind of where we seem to be, right? I mean, if you guys are watching this, it's clear that you have carrier concerns, same as I have carrier concerns. Our whole goal of doing this channel is to try to answer those concerns. And we're not going to speculate. We're going to do it. We're going to spend whatever money we have to spend to get it. And we're going to just run our benchmark mission because that seems to tell the tale. Look, man, we can run IFE. All right, we can go in there and run IFE and put these massive clumps of critters together and just AE the shit out of all of them. We can do that. But that's not the point. That's not what this channel is. I know I have the damn Ark Royal. I know I can hit 1,000,004. It's not the point. The point is what can most people do, because at least the people on this channel seem to be older. I'm older. I know. But we don't have the luxury of time that the average 18 or 19-year-old have. We just don't. So I'm here to spend my money and show you my results before you spend your money. That's really all it is. So, yeah, to answer your question, bro, I don't know. I don't know, man. But I promise you we'll catch you on the next live stream. Belle, carry on.
All right, Wax Left Paw. Yeah, I haven't seen a frigate outside the drone ships that come close to the DPs compared to fighters. Did you fighter squadrons do dummy thick damage in comparison? I wish there were more options.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we're at, isn't it? Now, on this particular ship right here, this is the Valkys. You guys know this is the Romulan big dog, right? The Valkys Temporal Heavy Dreadnought. You know that this is the big dog, all right? This is the one that gets it done. This is the one that is referenced. Everything else is referenced against, and it's wiped out right now. I'm not going to set it up and run it tonight. I will put it together, but I guarantee you I can get 400 to 450K spikes out of this ship right here. It is perfect for this. But that's not why we're doing this. We're doing this to find out what fits down here. That's it. We can slot anything. I have the elite, let me turn those off so it doesn't keep resetting. I got the elite Todash. I got these. We just saw, we have the Plesh Brigates. We've been running the hell out of them. We just pissed away a whole bunch of Zen. We just, actually it is Zen because I had to buy this shit. But we just pissed away a whole bunch of money on these support frigates. They're not worth a damn. All right, they're not worth a damn. These things not only punch so far below their weight, they punch ridiculously below their weight. We have the elite Type 7 shuttlecrafts. Those are wonderful if you're in a big fleet and you need everything debuffed. And these things, please never spend a damn dollar on these things. Use Yukawa frigates, which on paper seem like they're going to be marvelous, but they suck terribly. They were literally on my last parse. Let me pull that over. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, I don't remember. On my last parse, they were dead even with the Advanced Valkyrie Fighter Squadron, which is a single trait. They were dead even with them, Bell. They were within a couple hundred. I was shocked how badly those things performed. They suck big old monkey nuts. I mean, that was horrible. So as far as getting past that, look, man, we're going to keep banging away. All right. We're going to be live a lot. Belle and I need some, and you should really talk more on these, Belle. This is our fun time. This is our fun stream. You can talk shit about me. I ain't going to feel bad. It's okay. This is what we do. So, yeah, it's interesting. But our whole goal here is to find the ultimate frigate pet. That seems to be our goal. I am willing to grind whatever gristle the mill requires for me to be able to put out good information, Bo. That's it. We're here. We have found our mission. Would you agree?
I would.
And go ahead and keep talking, Belle, because I'm going to go to break. I'm going to play a song, and we're going to end this stream. So go ahead and talk us up. Take us out.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, Scott's going to continue making videos showing what he's working with. We will let you guys know when we go live next time. In between now and the next time we go live, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott@thepodcast.com or Bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.
We're going to play you out, though. You got a Halloween kitty over your shoulder. Everybody saw that. It's got the bokeh effect, but you got a Halloween kitty going back there, and that's pretty awesome. So, yeah, guys, I had a wonderful, wonderful time. I'll play you out with a nice mellow song, and we're going to catch you on the next live stream.
Strings all bent and loose. Plugged it through a wah-wah. Now it sounds like chicken soup. Lost my job at the circus. Train left without my shoes. Sipping coffee from a tire. Singing to the raccoons pre. Everything's backwards. The sky is full of socks. I'm dancing with the shadows while the microwave talks. Wow, wow, banjo. Crying in the key of maybe. Loser in the fast lane. Driving like a baby. Turn it up, turn it down. Make the doggies howl. Wow, wow, banjo. Gonna save me now. Microwave burrito revolution. Cats are unionized. My neighbor's got a rocket made of pizza and French fries. I told the moon my secrets. It just laughed and rolled its eyes. Now I'm floating in the bathtub, wearing a disguise. Telephone's ringing with the song from 1973. It's my ex-girlfriend's goldfish saying, come back to me. Wow, wow, banjo, crying in the key of maybe. Loser in the fast lane, driving like a baby. Turn it up, turn it down, make the doggies howl. Wow, wow, banjo, gonna save me now. Yeah, just let that banjo talk. Funky little spider dancing on the strings. Everything's melting like butter on the sun. Sold my soul for a taco. Got change in aluminum foil. Living in a cardboard castle. Defending it with oil. The government is squirrels. Stealing all my mail. I'm writing this on a napkin from a parallel trail. Wow, wow, banjo, crying in the key of May.